This is a simple example using Protege for realizing RDFS reasoning. So first we're going to look at a simple ontology. This ontology we got 5 classes: person, man, and parent, father. And we also want to say, well, this is child. And we also want to add a few object properties, like has parents and has father and is child of. Also, some object property hierarchies, such as the has father is a subproperty of has parent. So specifically, we have, if you look at these 3 properties, the first is, well, of course, has father is an object property. And the second is we declare it is a subproperty of has parent. And we do know has parent, it is explicitly declared has parent's domain is person and range is also person. Has father has a range father specifically, but we do it on purpose, leave out has father's domain, which could be inferred from has parent's domain, a person. So that's the idea of simple inference. Now, we mainly want to test out using the individuals. So we don't want to declare, for testing purpose, we do not want to declare the type of all these individuals. So first, we create 2 individuals, A and B, and then we say A has a father, B, and as you can imagine, has father's range is father, so we should be able to infer Bill is a father, and also Alex should be a person because has parents has parents domain is a person, and then has father it's a subproperty of has parent, and declare C and D, and Cindy is the child of David, so we can infer Cindy is a child, and then David is supposed to be a parent. So first, we're going to create an ontology using Protege. And I'm going to move the screen. So first, I open a empty ontology, and then we start create this 5 classes. Person, man, parent, father, and child, and some hierarchy, such as man, it's a subclass of person, man is a subclass of person. So that's the first hierarchy. The second is parent subclass of person. Parent subclass of person. Then the third is father subclass of parent. Father. subclass of parent. And then father is subclass of man. So I forgot the main class. Oops, I'm sorry, it's right here. So father is a subclass of man. Father is a subclass of man. And child is a subclass of person. Okay, so these are the class hierarchy. And then we want to do some object properties. So object properties, first I'm gonna say has parent, and then has father, and is child of. And first we're gonna say that has parent, the domain is person. Has parent, and we want to say its domain, its person. So domain, its person, and its range is also person. Then we want to say the has father is subproperty of has parent. Has father is a subproperty of has parent. Has father is a subproperty of has parent. Then has father's range. Has father, we want to say its range is father. And then it's child of, domain it's a child. Then its range is parent. Okay, so this is the class or the object property hierarchy. Now we want to insert a few individuals. So create an individual. Go Alex, and one more, Bill, Cindy, and David. So these are 4 individuals. And then I want to declare Alex as father Bill, Alex, and object property assertions as father Bill. So that's inserted. And Cindy is child of David. Cindy object property is child of David. David. Okay. So the ontology has been set up, and now we can take a look at click the active ontologies. So we have 5 classes. We have 3 object properties. We have 4 individuals. And these axioms are concluded by these Protege editors, and they include, for instance, we can take a look at what the axioms are. This is a customizable window, so we can click onto the windows, and we can see ontology view. Where is it? I don't remember. Um, oh, here. So this is miscellaneous views, and we can list the axioms, and you can find a location for the axioms. Let's just put it here. So these are all the axioms that are captured. So these are all called axioms, and the total count is 25. And logical axiom count is that many. Okay, so now before we can see the actual inference working, and we will have to put some window to see the result. And the first thing is we want to look at the bottom right of the screen. There's um, a checkbox called show inference, and we're gonna have to check it, and it will show the inference. Now, our purpose for this is to infer this few things. Bill is a father, and Alex is a person, Cindy is a child, and David is a parent. So these are checking instance that belongs to classes. So we're gonna have to show it explicitly. And to do that, we can check the window views, and we could find the individual views, which are checking the individuals. And we want to do the individual by types. So you can put it into any place. And let's just let me put it right here. Okay, so you will see two tabs. This is individual by type inferred. And you could also do some at some more views. For instance, instances inferred. You can also leave it somewhere just for showing or seeing the inference result. And right now, the inference is not activated, or reasoner is not activated yet, so we'll have to activate it. And first, when we want to do the reasoning, then we were supposed to go to the reasoner, and this time we're using this palette incremental. There are other different purpose of reasoner. They are doing different types of reasoning, but for RDF and RDFS, it's pretty straightforward. There's limited amount of reasoning, and then we can start. Click on the start reasoning. So it's going to do something, and then you will see on the left hand side right here, we shown it individual by types inferred. So originally there's nothing here, but right now it shows child. Cindy is a child, Bill is a father, and David is a parent, and then Alex is a person. So that it's as expected, it's able to infer these four instances and then the type it belongs to. So this it's a very simple and straightforward example for inferring instances that belongs to types. There are other possible inferences, but to be able to see it, you might have to arrange the windows into the tabs in order to see it actually pops up. Now, since look at the bottom right of the screen, it says the reasoner is active and showing the inferences. So if you uncheck it, then the inference it's not really reflected in the interface. And so if you also want to show the inference, then you do have to check to show the inference box. Okay, so that's the example based on this simple ontologies.